Hey friends, my name is Paula and welcome to Relatively Refined. On this channel, my sisters Kathleen, Patty, and I hope to inspire you to make your life beautiful on a budget. Today's video is our Halloween tablescape, but it's not an ordinary video. We are excited to announce that we are doing this video in collaboration with Becky over at My Little Vintage Home. Becky has an adorable vintage style, and she's an amazing crafter and DIYer and just an all-around lovely person. If you have not checked out Becky's channel, I would encourage you to head on over there after you finish watching this video. If you're here from Becky's channel, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate it. We'd love for you to hit that subscribe button and become part of the Relatively Refined family. Give us a big thumbs up, and let's get started with this 2020 Halloween tablescape video.
Hi, it's Kathleen from Relatively Refined. I'm here today to share with you my Halloween tablescape. And last month we shared our fall tablescapes, and I shared with you how I like to base my tablescape on a theme. Sometimes it's a color theme, sometimes it's an item that I have that really inspires the theme of the tablescape. And for my Halloween tablescape, I am going with a black and white theme. So everything on the table is black and white, although there's one little sort of surprise red element in the tablescape. And I based the color scheme, the black and white, on one of my favorite Halloween decorations that I have, which are these artificial crows that I've collected over the years. And actually, when I was going to pull out my bin of Halloween decorations, I realized that at the end of last year when I was putting things away, I weeded out and I got rid of a whole lot of some of the Halloween decorations that I've had over the years, but I did save my absolute favorite decorations, one of which are these artificial black crows. So they are the inspiration for my tablescape this Halloween. So let me share with you that Halloween tablescape. So here is the finished Halloween tablescape. You will see the crows featured on the tablescape, mostly in the middle in the centerpiece, and even one above in the light fixture. Those are my absolute favorite Halloween decorations that I own. I use them inside, and I also use them outside on the porch, kind of surrounded by pumpkins on Halloween night. So I went with a black and white theme, and you will see I used a gray, black, and white runner that I had, that my daughter brought back from Mexico for me. And in the middle, in the centerpiece, it's actually a plastic urn. It was white. I spray painted it black. And then I just grabbed a bunch of sticks from outside in the burn pile and shoved them in there, and set the crows on there to make the centerpiece. And right in the middle is the poison apple, one of the apples that I picked the other day. So on either side of the crows are a few other crows, along with the white pumpkins, some of which I used in my fall tablescape. And these candelabra candle holders, which you have seen out at my screen porch. I leave them out on the screen porch, but I decided they were just kind of eerie enough to work in the Halloween tablescape. And in each one, this is another decoration that I kept. It's just a faux skeleton head. There's one on the other side. On the pumpkins are these little fake mice, black and gray and white. Those are great to use on a cheese board if you're having a party and you throw them on the cheese. It kind of gives it a really creepy look. This is an old cloche I had, and in it are a few gray mini skulls. And the crows on the ends are sitting on a black planter that I picked up at Michael's for 80% off. And I'm going to actually use those at Christmas time as to put poinsettias in. There's another one. I think they were like $2 because they were 80% off. The place settings, I was trying to think. I don't have a lot of black or gray in terms of place settings. So I went outside and I decided to use a piece of roofing shingle. It's slate. It's a piece of slate. And that we have out back. We had replaced a slate roof since we have all this slate lying around. So I chose a few good pieces of that to use as placemats. And again, our everyday dishes. And these are actually black paper napkins. And I used 2 underneath and the 1 on there. And there's the sort of faux skeletons that I did get at Michael's this year. And I think they were like 50 cents for a whole bag. So a pretty good bargain. And so I did the same thing at each of the table settings. I just had a different piece of slate and I set it up the exact same way. So I think the overall look is sort of a classic, eerie, Hitchcock sort of crows, black and white Halloween theme. So I'll get a look from get the whole table in there. And there you have it. Happy Halloween. Thanks for watching.
Here's an overview of my table all set for a spooky Halloween dinner. It's nighttime when I'm filming this, so the lighting is a little bit dim, but I want to give you a look at it with some light shed on it, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like in the dark, which is really when it shows up best. I went with a black, white, and silver theme this year, and the inspiration for that was this phenomenal witch's hat. This is by Martha Stewart, and I found this at HomeGoods. There's that spider hanging off the crook of the hat, and another spider on the side of the hat. And from that, I wanted to pull off kind of a dark academia look. And when I found these skull plates at Dollar Tree, I thought that is perfect. They're paper plates, and I just layered them atop my French Country dinnerware by Mikasa, our everyday wear, but the creamy white really works perfectly in this. And then of course we have our resident spider here. It wouldn't be Halloween without some spiders. This drinkware, I thrifted. It's got a silver band and a silver initial, and I thought that went perfectly with the theme of the table. Coming around here, we have a skeleton leaning up against his Castillero del Diablo wine bottle, which I thought was, again, fitting for a Halloween table. He's from the Dollar Tree as well. I used some creepy cloth down the middle of my table as a sort of table runner. I was going to initially just put it right on the bare table, but it showed up so much better when I put a white tablecloth underneath it. Coming around here, I want to show you these fantastic toadstool candlesticks, or tea light holders actually. And flickering inside is a black LED tea light, in keeping with that dark academia theme. I used my everyday flatware. There's another spider. And then scattered around the table are these glittery skulls. And these were Dollar Tree skull scatter. And they just were sort of a bone color initially when I got them. And I spray painted them silver and added a little glitter, which I thought went with my silver theme. There's another one of those toadstool tea light holders. And then a second skeleton leaning up against a sort of spooky looking wine bottle. And that is my Halloween tablescape. I'm going to give you a glimpse of the tablescape in the dark, and I think it will look even spookier. Here's the nighttime version of my Halloween tablescape. And I just love the way it looks in the dark. You really get the sense of a witch's dinner, or that dark academia theme again, with the toadstools and the spiders and the creepy cloth. And then these fantastic skull plates. I hope you enjoyed my Halloween tablescape.
Hi, it's Patty from Relatively Refined, and welcome to my Halloween tablescape. For this tablescape, I've decided to use only things that I have in my home or have purchased from other seasons, and I settled on a color scheme which is black, white, and silver. My original intent was simply black and white, but when I found these silver candlesticks in my stash, I decided they added a certain element of drama. And then I just found these gorgeous silver trays, silver plated trays that I had, and I thought that would be a great way to add some height, drama, and interest to my table. I began by using, instead of a table runner, a creepy cloth, which is something I've had for a couple of years from the Dollar Tree. It comes in two colors, black and gray, and I have one of each. And for the table runner, I just spread out the gray one. I like to always start with a centerpiece, and so let me tell you how I created this one. The base of this centerpiece is this gorgeous William Rogers tray with attached dip bowl. And because of that attached dip bowl, it really makes the perfect pedestal. And here I'm just draping the black creepy cloth over the top of it. And here is a second layer, which is a Reed and Barton silver plated platter. Next, to add interest and texture, I've added this black glittery stick wreath, which I purchased at Target a couple of years ago. Finally, I added this white pumpkin, which I purchased at a local nursery, and I adorned it with these metal bats, which are actually cut from a garland that I purchased at Joann Fabrics a couple of years ago. And along the creepy cloth in the center of the table, I have just interspersed these super cute white ghosts, which were from Target, and these awesome spooky trees, which were a purchase of many years ago from the Family Dollar, and the candlesticks, and it repeats on either side. So the ghosts are on either end, and then the tall spooky trees, the silver candlesticks, and the centerpiece. So let's talk about the place setting itself. As a placemat, I have chosen these beautiful cork-backed, wipeable, hard surface, lithograph type placemats. These are historical buildings and monuments done in black and white, and I believe I purchased these well over 15 years ago at TJ Maxx, and they are among my favorites. I love when the kids were younger that I could just wipe them off, and I think they make a really nice base for this. And of course, I've selected my West Elm plates with their pretty black and gold border. And on top of that is a salad plate in a black and white checked. I purchased these from Hobby Lobby, again, my goodness, over 5 years ago. I just have 4 of them, and I only use them a few times a year, but I really do like the way they set this place setting off. On top of it is just a black cloth napkin, which I highly recommend a set of black cloth napkins if you don't already have some. They don't show much when you are wiping your face on them, so if you have guests, it's not embarrassing if somebody has to wipe off, red sauce or whatever. Just wash them, but I think they add a touch of class to the table. And then on top of that, I just have a black pumpkin with a little gold stem from the Dollar Tree, and I've had that for a few years as well. And you've noticed I have little gold touches there when silver is my main third color, but that does not concern me. I think it's perfectly fine to have little bits of silver and gold on your table setting. And of course my glass is just a pedestal water glass, clear and simple to not distract from the table. So there you have it. This is my 2022 Halloween tablescape. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Halloween.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching our video today. We truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. That helps us to share our video with others who may be interested. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button and become part of the Relatively Refined family. Take care, everyone, and we will see you in the next video. On the screen are some other videos by Relatively Refined that you may enjoy. Happy Halloween, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.